Sup, it's a True Floater here, and I'm doing a review of Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Nebula. And don't expect too many reviews from this wave, because y'all saw a video from a couple months ago, maybe not even that. I wasn't the biggest fan of this wave, and I'm still not. I only bought 2 figures from this wave: Nebula, I said her name very badly, and Mantis, and that will be the last figure of this wave. Will be Mantis. Only 2 reviews, and I kind of already regretting buying these figures when I had better options when I bought them at the store. You know, it is what it is, but they're not terrible. Just desire for a bit more in the figure itself and what it comes with. But we'll get more into detail later on in the video. So let's get on to the first thing I'll talk about is the aesthetics of this figure. The sculpt all around is really good. There's no obvious inaccuracies. One, I just saw the movie like a couple days ago, so you know, there's only so much you can see of the suit to see if there's inaccuracies or not. But it looks pretty darn good. It looks great. They did well around the whole figure. The boots, the legs. The red straps are looking nice, and for Nebula, the most impressive thing on Nebula is probably her arm. Her arm is really good, really good. I will say, I think it would have been nice if they had done did a bit more detail in the arm. Maybe done, I don't know, a black wash or airbrushed it. I don't know, and it's something to make this arm look a bit more less bland. But I'm glad they didn't just use a straight up gray for her arm and used a silver. That still does make it look good. The arm is definitely the better part of this figure, and her head sculpt as well. Okay, stand for me. There we go. Her head sculpt as well is also really good. I definitely see a Karen Gillan impression on that head. It's definitely better than the earlier Nebulas from the past. This is really good, and I will say from the 2 figures I have from the wave and what I've seen from the West, wow. The face sculpts are really solid, as they have been for the last couple of years. So I really shouldn't be surprised by that. And that's just the sculpt. I don't really got anything much else to say. It's just pretty solid, and you know, as most MCU figures are, the sculpts are usually always gonna be solid. So let's get on to the next part. And now the articulation. The articulation is okay. It's for a female figure. It's definitely better than most female figures you've gotten for the last 5-10 years. But you know, there are some missed opportunities in the articulation, in my opinion. You got double jointed elbows. That is great that I always see in a female. And that's on both arms. This arm a bit better. It goes in a bit more. Double jointed knees. A rocker in the foot. Foot goes up this far. Goes down that far. And when I do the Mantis review, expect the same articulation for the most part. Has a diaphragm joint, goes all the way around. Can go down this far, which I thought would be worse than that, but actually it's not too bad. Can go up this far. The legs and the hips can go out that far, and can go back this far. Go out that far and the side. There you go. There's a swivel in the boot, a swivel in the thigh. What else? Oh, a swivel in the bicep, which is nice. A swivel in the hand. The hands go side to side, I think, on both. Yeah, they go side to side on both. This one's a bit tougher to do. And then the head, because Nebula is a different, you know, she doesn't have any hair. She can actually look up, unlike most Marvel Legend females. She can look up this far. The collar kind of gets in the way a little bit. You see, it kind of stops the head a bit. So, you know, that's tough. It is what it is. She can look down this far. Oh wow, my camera's about to die. That's tough. I think it would have been nice if they given us a ball joint in the neck. I think, and with how the collar, they could have just kept the collar the same and put it in the neck, and you could have got a bit more articulation. Going side to side. I mean, she can move her side to side, but it could be more. And I think a drop down legs would have been nice too on this figure. That would have been nice. You know, this is a couple little things you've seen on other Marvel Legends that they don't always add. It's just here's a brief segment of the scale. This is how she looks next to a more normal sized Marvel Legend. Won't go any deeper than that. And here's the big problem that comes with this figure and majority of the figures. I would say Nebula is actually a bit more on the good side compared to others. The accessories, you know, she comes with a sword hand. That's it. This goes for her robot arm, a big gun, which is nice, and a pistol, and then a Build-A-Figure for a dog. There's not much else to say. Definitely more to be desired. Some extra hands would be nice. And another head sculpt would be nice. You know, she has one boring, you know, head sculpt. Yeah, there's
so my final thoughts on this figure overall. If I had to give it a rating, I'll probably give it a a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. The figure itself is it's good. There could be better things added onto it to make it an even better figure that I know Hasbro has done and just refuses to do, mainly with the articulation to be a little better in some aspects, and that's why it's getting as low as it's getting. But also a big chunk, it would have been higher if it just came with a bit more accessories, an extra head sculpt, some extra hands would have been nice besides the hands she comes with, and maybe even, I don't know, I'm pretty sure she had a cannon hand, like a Mega Man hand basically in the movie. That would have been really cool to have as well. So that, you know, it just could have came with a bit more stuff. I don't know, man. Low-key is 65%. Is it really a D to me? Fuck it. I say it's like a 5.5 out of 10. Like, again, could come with a bit more stuff. I spent like $25 on the figure, and they're not terrible figures. I just, you know, regret. I'm not happy with it. You know, I regret getting them. I rather would have spent $50 on something else, which, you know, next time I'll know better. But yeah, that's it.